Hello everyone, my name is Melissa Garcilia and I'm going to be talking about the company Chevron. This is my integrated case analysis. The use of the word Chevron first came in the 14th century. Chevron is a multinational energy corporation that has a network of more than 7,800 Chevron, Texaco, and Caltex service stations in the United States and in more than 180 countries. Chevron manufactures and sells a large range of high-quality refined products, including gasoline, diesel, lubricants, and fuel oil additives. This oil mainly comes from the Gulf of Mexico, which is interesting because it's the country that I come from. Therefore, Chevron has been a great source for delivering energy worldwide through technology and execution of the major capital projects is designed to offer our communities extended productions of energy. Now we move forward to the second slide, the table of contents. In slide number 1, we have the cover slide. Slide number 2, table of content. Number 3, video. Number 4, video summary. Number 5, organizational structure. Number 6, sustainability goals. Number 7, business model. Number 8, value chain analysis. Number 9, conclusion. Number 10, opinion and recommendation. And number 11, we're going to finish with the work side. Now I'm gonna produce the video, which is titled Chevron's Future of Human Energy.
In June of 2018, we launched the Future Energy Fund. The focus was two things: lowering the emissions of oil and gas and investing in breakthrough technologies that will shape the energy landscape.
Our biggest focus right now is growing leadership capability. When people are empowered to lead, the business can grow exponentially.
FGPWPMP is a state-of-the-art project that will create a legacy of trained, skilled workforce.
Chevron Shipping has just taken delivery of 4 of 7 new very large crude carriers. The new technologies will help the vessels operate more efficiently to meet crude oil delivery requirements,
making us better positioned and knowledgeable and have access to new parts of the energy landscape.
The project will certainly have a positive impact on the oil and gas industry of Kazakhstan.
Investing in our employees, we know that they are the generation of the future and the leaders of the future.
I'm incredibly proud of these ships, but all employees of Chevron should be proud of these ships. I look forward to seeing Chevron continue to lead the way.
We've got a long history. We know a lot about energy production and delivery.
The results will speak for themselves as they have for the last 100 years.
Empowering human progress is really what we're doing here,
which will create a legacy for generations to come.
And that's why the future.
And that's why the future. And that's why the future is exciting.
So it's really interesting watching this video because it can bring a whole idea of what is this company about. And I ended up finding 2 main concepts that are the focus of this company, and then a biggest focus, which is what blew my mind. And for the first one is lowering emissions on oil and gas. So we are constantly producing these emissions in our daily lives when we drive our cars. So it's pretty good how this company is trying to always lower these emissions by investing in the breakthrough technologies in innovation. And the biggest focus and growing leadership capability is when people are empowered to lead, and especially their business, so they acquire this capacity to grow exponentially. When they have these leaders within the company, they also are having this presentation as a leader in the world. It's key for the company that Chevron has this shipping of crude oil because it's the mainly producer of all their products. And it's really good how they invest in their employees because they have this work ethic that helps them to work together and be as successful as they have been for the last 100 years. Now we move forward to the organizational structure. They have a method that helps them to lead this company. So constantly this strives to use energy and efficiently as possible in their operations, which helps them to preserve natural resources, lower energy costs, reduce carbon emissions, and well positioning operations to provide affordable, reliable, and even cleaner energy. Um, they are also looking for excellence in their people, like people with potential, these abilities and capacities to become a leader if they desire to be that person. Also being analytical, especially when taking high risk decisions, then they think if this right or not. Also having interpersonal and communication skills so they can work with each other and with the outworld, and having diverse educational qualifications and backgrounds so they can bring different perspectives to the company. The structural framework is built upon the principles of responsibility, trust, and integrity. Chevron Way is about creating a work environment in which employees help each other to become better. A structural framework that has a strong commitment to high standard values and has great leaders as examples towards others corporations from the same company. Now we move forward to the sustainability goals. In the slide number 6, I found the goal number 7, which is affordable and clean energy. Number 8, decent work and economic growth. And goal 9, industry innovation and infrastructure. For the number 7, energy transition. Chevron action ideas are created to help advance a lower carbon future. Is a company that believes in the future of energy and lower carbon use. As they say on their official page, their goal is to deliver affordable, reliable, ever cleaner energy that enables human progress and delivers superior stockholder value in any business environment. For the number 8, Chevron is a company that enables human progress. They're well known for being committed to fostering the diversity and inclusion at all levels of their organization. This helped them to maintain a healthy environment in their work, in their job, and maintaining a high performance. Now, for Chevron, economic is innovation. That's the number 9. Their people invest time innovating and developing technologies that help everyone economic and environment as well. They count with horizontal steam injection, nuclear magnetic resonance technology, and infinitive number of worldwide industry infrastructure. Now we move forward to business model, also called green business model. Is an enterprise that has a minimum impact on the environment, communities, culture, and economic. Um, I could find three, two key points from 3 actions that they have. So the powerful drive for reducing environmental and social impact while generating economic value. I identify or related this to the Lost Hills oil field in Kern County, which is in California, a solar panel system that produce more energy by reducing the amount of pollution emission. And this project, the goal was to use a solar panel system that allows the company to produce more energy by reducing the amount of pollution emissions and help the regulations of the California systems by, by being protected by strict regulations and environmental groups that had to ensure the practice is done safely. Then boundaries and the degradation of the social ecological system resilience point a paramount challenge for business and show that in many cases win-win options are not available. So to protect the environment, the company had 2 projects, which is Australia in 2019 and Caspian Sea in 2019 too. And for the Australia, protection of the environment in Australia is an example of the company effort to reduce the amount of CO2 they produce while creating its products. Either way, the Gorgon project still has 60% of gas emissions. So in reality, there's no matter in how ecological they try to be, there will be a certain percentage in which they will affect the environment. For the Caspian Sea, is an example of the company taking action to protect the sea by collecting ghost nets that were lost. But the most recent event that happened in Huntington Beach, in which the hometown of surfers was affected by the crude oil that was split in the ocean. And this is something that can happen to the Chevron company because they're also working in the ocean with this shipping and crude oil system. So there's no win-win. This is a high risk decision, and if they want to obtain their product, they have to know and be aware that these situations can happen. Now, moving forward, value chain analysis. This is the slide number 8. The 3 cases that I just mentioned have promoted local optimization of the environment and are also found beneficial for the increasement of resource productivity in areas and locations that the company obtained its product. For the sustainability supply chain, I identified three examples, and is enhancing transparency with investors. So an example of it is through their framework when they try to talk about the climate change. Chevron has recognized the growing interest from investors and stakeholders. So in response to the consistent activity and attention that the company is getting, Chevron voluntarily published these 3 reports over the last 3 years, so the other people, stakeholders, could see their strategic in their decision making. Also, the second one, Chevron has leaders in charge of operational excellence that are focused on managing risk. So the idea is to perform every task the right way, every time with the intention of keeping their people, partners, communities, and the environment safe. And the last one, the company also touches all 17 sustainability goals in their daily operations. Disruption of material could be almost impossible for this company due to their mindset as a company as great contributors. So now moving forward to slide number 9, the conclusion. Chevron has a world-class capabilities, technologies, and people as we see. They're always innovating and looking for this moral and ethical behavior intended to be applied for the advance of Chevron's growth, the environment, and the future of our society. 3 main characteristics that make the company to stand out from others is reliable and disciplined oversight. Chevron's structure is characterized by having a full board of directors and executive leadership seem as respectful and responsible people towards the climate change related risk and the opportunities to obtain energy. Risk assessment and management. This has been a key factor to help the organization to face a broad array of risk, either physical, legal, policy, technology, market, or reputational risk. There are risks in any company that can hugely affect both economically and environmental. Higher returns and lower carbon footprints. It's a strategic and a way for business planning process to bring the whole aspect of the environment and interest to the same vision. It's long-term vision for the energy market, fundamental based on strong support, projects, innovation, and decision making by the people in different facilities working together. So the word, the energy announced, we demand a greater percent time that lead us to a better future and human history. So, in my opinion, I consider Chevron a global leader with a broad network. The hardest thing to achieve is to be on the market for a long period of time as the first option from the consumers and stay respectfully recognized even when disasters may occur. Every organization has had high risk operations and decisions to make that could affect the environment and communities and their own reputation. So Chevron has found somehow the way to survive to those incidents and to keep the interest of people to buy the product. So this is it. Here's the works cited, and thank you for watching.